Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to another video on the Chinese Zodiac and horoscopes. Firstly, let me just say Happy New Year and welcome to the Year of the Dragon, as we are now officially in that Year of the Dragon. So, welcome and Happy New Year. Secondly, you'll notice that I've taken the intro off because I think by now people have got the kind of idea of the order of which the Chinese Zodiac is in. So I've just removed that because it was kind of just there for educational purposes to begin with, just so people could try and get a feel of the order of where the animals come in when it comes to placement. And I think that's been achieved now. And thirdly, on Sundays, we are now going to be adding a couple more videos or an extra video at the end of the week, which is going to go over the Chinese Zodiac more in general. I can't say this is going to be every single Sunday, and I'm not going to promise that it's going to be all the time on the Sunday, but every so often on a Sunday at least, I'm going to pop out another video. I may even do a live video eventually with some Q&A, simply to go over the Chinese Zodiac more in general. Not cards, just to talk about the Chinese Zodiac, the triangles, the personality, the conflict lines, the compatibilities, where it all fits in, the origins of it all, the story of it all, the different takes of it all when it comes to, you know, what the Vietnamese think in regards to what the Koreans think, in regards to what, you know, other Asian communities may think about. So we're going to be doing like a little bit of a History Sunday, or, you know, just a sort of like educational day on the Sunday with a video and going over that a little bit more. So if you are interested in the Chinese Zodiac, do hit that subscribe button, because we are going to be going into a lot more depth as we move forward this year. But today, we're going to be doing the Ox reading. So let's see what this new year has in store right now in this first week for those Ox people. Let's find out. All right, one from the bottom, one from the middle, one from the top, all black. Well. That does not look very good, does it? All black. But as I've said before, this does not mean in any way that things are all doom and gloom. I've pulled black cards before and I have not felt that they have been doomy gloomy cards. I felt they were completely different. It's just, they're not saying, oh, the world is going to end, your life is over. It is basically saying things could be better right now, or how you're perceiving them could be better right now. Maybe this is on you. This could be a perspective thing. This could be all compatible cards with you, but you're not seeing the right perspective, and it could be just your perspective that's making it negative and not actually the situation. You see? But let's see what we've got here. That monkey card there. Right. So we've got a negative monkey to kick us off. This isn't filling me full of confidence. Mainly because I think that you are feeling in some place of reservation at the moment. You're feeling quite reserved. And I think that that's been justified. I think there's a good reason there. Like, you've got a good reason why you're holding back. And you are holding back a little bit because you're smart enough to see the sort of black and white reality of everything. Like, you are quite intelligent and sort of, what's the word? Your attention to detail hasn't gone unnoticed, or you haven't unnoticed things with your, you're seeing things, you're noticing things, and it's holding you back a little bit. It's holding you back a little bit because there's something that you don't trust right now. You're not trusting something. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's got something to do with work. Like, maybe you just don't trust yourself. Maybe this is a self-confidence thing and you're not trusting yourself too much and you're a little bit scared to actually do the things you know that you can do. You know, you've got some great ideas. You've got some fantastic sort of, you know, things that you want to do, your ambitions, your dreams, those kind of plans and schemes and ideas you want to do, you know. You've got some great ones, but you're holding back. Like I say, you've got some reservations. And maybe this is actually a self-confidence thing because you're seeing things in black and white. You're seeing things as, oh, it could go wrong, or it could go right, but it could go wrong. And you're fixating on that a little bit, again, in that kind of negative space, in that kind of perspective of, but what if it goes wrong? Or what if I'm not good enough? But the truth of it is you are, and you shouldn't doubt yourself. You shouldn't, you know? You just need to appreciate the sort of qualities that you've got and those lessons that you've learned, and everything that you don't know, you still have the opportunity to learn. You know, just because somebody can do something better than you, or somebody does something different to you, or anything like this, doesn't mean that they're doing it in the right way or you're doing it in the wrong way. It's just you're doing it a bit differently, or there's things that you can learn here. And if you can work out that, then you're going to start being able to reap the rewards of it. Because there are rewards to be had here. And that monkey card is a good card when it comes to work and employment, or just in that sort of field of getting stuff done. And you do need to get stuff done. I just feel that you don't have the confidence as much as you should have. Like, I think that you need to believe in yourself a little bit more, and that's hard right now. And I think it's because you're in a new place and everything's kind of new, and you're still trying to test the water. You're still trying to make sure that, like I say, you're being reserved, and you want to make sure that the path is clear before you take the step forward. And that's where you've been at. You've moved into that time of the dog there. So you have got rather protective over yourself, I think. You're doing well. Like I say, I mean, you're moving towards your goals. You are moving in the circles that you want to be moving in. You are in the job that you like. You are around the people that you want to be around and should be around, and will be, successful around. You are in a place where your family is, in a good space and everything's good. You are moving forward. However, again, you're just not feeling it. You're not feeling it. I think this is just an off week for you guys. I think maybe because of the situation of the new moon over to the new year and all this transition and everything like this just might be taking its toll on you a little bit, because I think because you are one of the slower movers of the whole zodiac, we've gone from that rabbit straight into this dragon, and the dragon sort of year is going to be completely different. I think that's going to take its effect on you. You've had to now move a little bit quicker than you would liked, or you feel that's expected of you to be likable, but realistically, that's not it. You're already likable. Nobody's judging you. Nobody thinks that you should move forward quicker than you are. I don't think, anyway. There's no criticism here. Not really. Only the criticism you have for yourself, where you're knocking your own confidence because you don't feel comfortable to show off, because that's not you. If you had the ego to show off and to, be really proud, and, if you were a dragon or a horse or a rooster, someone like this, then yeah, cockle-doodle-doo, look at me. But you're not that person. But that's what I think you need. You need someone around you to come along. But you think that would be expecting too much, and I get that. And you don't expect too much, and I get that. But what I'm saying is to increase the chemistry here, to oomph the sort of right positive attitude, to manifest that confidence in yourself, I do think that potentially you need to look at compromising with the black and white with a bit of colour, and just try and see it in a more positive way, that things are going good. Because there's nothing wrong with being protective over yourself. There's nothing wrong with being reserved. There's nothing wrong with holding back. It's just, if you're unyielding all the time, if you're always the sort of resistance, or the thing that's if you become the hurdle, then opportunities, people, these events, things like this, they're just going to start passing you, jumping over you, going under you, avoiding you. You need to be on team you and start moving again. Realistically, start moving again. And I think that's what that monkey's been telling you. And the dog's going, no, we need to protect ourselves. I'll take my time. Thank you very much. I'll take my time, because I don't want to rush. And that is why we move into the pig. So we've then got this pig, which is definitely telling me, you ain't moving. You ain't moving. Why should you? You're okay to just stand where you are at the moment. And I think that's okay in itself, because I think if you're not confident to move, then don't move. If you don't want to take any sort of spontaneous opportunities or make brash decisions, then that's good. because you don't want that. So it won't make you happy if you do want that. But I do feel that that pig there is very stagnant, and it's slowing you down to a point where you're stopping. The boar is like a stop card. If it was an ox card, that's moving forward slowly, but it's not. It's a boar. You're not moving. Why would you? Why would you want to move from here when it's a good advantage spot to watch and wait? And I think that's what you're doing. To keep the peace, you've just kept your mouth shut, sort of kept quiet, said it's no point me going on about it. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to brag. I'm not going to draw attention to myself. I think that's what this is. I think there is something like a new job, a new person, a new situation that has arisen that you are fully capable of being involved in. You have all the skill, you have all the knowledge, you have all the wisdom, you know what you're doing. You're very sort of professional in this field. You've done it before, again and again and again. Like riding a bicycle. So you know fully well that you are in a position where you can do it, but you're holding back because you don't want to seem like you're bragging. You don't want to seem like you're showing off. You don't want to be all like, look at me, which is fine. You're an ox. You don't need the attention. Why draw that attention to yourself? But it is making you protective, because I think that you're trying to protect that image of, I'm going to take my time. I'm a dedicated person. I'm a loyal person. I'm very unyielding. I'm gonna be stubborn, persistent in this sense, because this is something that is a goal of yours. It's something that you believe in. It's a passion. It's something that you do love, and you feel that if you rush into it and run too quickly, it's going to fall apart relatively quickly. It might fall apart relatively quickly. But you got to think about these things. And that pig is kind of grinding you to a stagnant halt now, where if you were to suddenly start being more than you already are, it would look a bit strange. It would be a bit like, oh, all of a sudden they're doing all of this extra stuff. And if you did less than already what you are, that would go noticed as well. So you're kind of like stuck seeing how things are going. You're waiting and you're seeing. That's what you're doing. You're going to wait and see what happens and try your hardest just to go unnoticed enough so you're not drawing attention to yourself, but to get noticed enough so that you can feel that little boost of confidence. And it will happen. It will. It's not going to go unnoticed, because I do feel like you're in a place that you are appreciated. You are in a place that you are respected. The people around you are the right ones. The place you're in is the right one. There's nothing wrong with where you are. I think it's just a lack of confidence. You need to believe that. And nobody can tell you this. You've got to see it for yourself, and that's why you're waiting and you're seeing. So I guess that's what we will do. We will wait and see as well. And we will see what happens over the course of the week when we do the Ox cards next Monday. We'll find out more and how they've got on. So if you have enjoyed that video, please give us a like. Hit that subscribe button, because we will be back tomorrow with the tiger reading and the rabbit reading. And if you have any questions, if it has resonated with you, please do leave a comment below, because it really does help the channel, and I do appreciate the feedback. Until next time, guys, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you again soon.